In 1983, I sort of left the church and sort of got wild out in the streets and became infected with HIV. But when I shared it with my immediate family, it was like, well, we're going to lose him. And that was also my feeling, that I wouldn't be around much longer. Even to the point that when I went back to Baltimore, my son wanted to come to follow me. His mother said no, because he'll be dead by the time you get up there. Surprise, surprise. Well, my doctor, my primary care physician, knowing the lifestyle that I was living at that time, said, would you allow me to do this test? And I said, go on. And so when the test results came back, he said, you are HIV positive. I didn't know what that meant. As from what I'd heard, it was like a death sentence. I think some of them have heard about my lifestyle when I lived here before. And I've heard whispers and some echoes of very negative things that were said about me. Kind of devastated. I have 2 children. The oldest was in high school, and I wanted to get to see her graduate. And so I prayed about that because I've always had a relationship with God. And so I prayed that he would allow me to live to see her graduate from high school. And so not only did I get to see her graduate from high school, but I've seen my son graduate and my daughter's children graduate. So I count myself fortunate. I had the support of the church and of my family, and that was enough. I really didn't care a lot about what other people felt. I'm a Living Well peer support specialist. And what I do is help our participants, help them deal with their barriers. If they have barriers of transportation or barriers of housing, whatever they see as a barrier, it's my responsibility to help the person that's been assigned to me to deal with those barriers. I learned about AIDS Alabama from my volunteer work at 1917 Clinic, and also from my association with the Birmingham AIDS Outreach recently. I didn't really get into volunteerism until I was homeless. Well, of course, being with AIDS Alabama, we promote having protected sex. If you're going to have it, then the best thing to teach them is to protect your body, and that's what we mostly promote. I want the church world to become more involved in the arena of HIV and AIDS, because I know in the African American church community, it is something that has not been really discussed that much, and I think it needs to be discussed more. I think people sort of try to hide it under a rug or a cloak, but I try to give them hope and sharing with them my life's journey, and let them know that if you take your medication and if you keep your appointments with your doctor, and if you ask questions about things that you don't understand, that you stand a good chance of living a normal lifespan. But I'm happy to have my 2 married children, adult children, and 8 grandchildren. And I feel blessed that I've been allowed to live long enough to enjoy them. You can live a normal life with this illness. You can live as long as anyone else. I've been living with the virus for 30 years now, and I'm healthy. Hello, I'm Lester Wallace. I'm not a victim of HIV. I am living well with HIV.